Cali Muscle just dropped this video. I wanted to see what he had to say. He had said this video, he made this video like literally a couple days ago. He's been doing this kind of video. And I think he's seeing more views than he's ever seen before because he's saying the same shit that, you know, we're saying basically in his thumbnails, right? Your time to shine. Okay, so why are we so hated? Stop it. Is my career really over? Look, he said this already. Haters say my career's over. It's over. So it's like he keeps saying this shit over and over again to try to boost his views. It's kind of funny.
I just got done with my workout, push day to day, chest, shoulders, tries, and as I was working out, you know, it's meditation for me. So I got a download. What life is actually about is understanding what life's about, you know.
What the fuck was that? Oh. That is some Marcus Aurelius level quote right there. What life's about is understanding what life's about. Hit me with the fucking wisdom, bro. That Wes wisdom. He blueprinted that shit from Wes Watson himself. What life's about is what life's about. You have to be fucking kidding me. That's crazy. What happened to his eyes? Bro, he got surgery to dye his eyes. He got surgery to permanently put ink into his eyeballs. That's crazy. Order 66 Kaimas. He's possessed. Man, gotta add 100 words to the essay. Oh my god, dude. That is crazy.
Not to sound super smart and intelligent, you know.
You don't sound smart and intelligent. These fucking jokes write themselves. We're 19 seconds in. We're 19 seconds in. Oh my god.
As we go along life, we just floating, we just going. What we've been taught, what we think is right, and
oh my god. What is he taking? Where is his cerebral cortex at right now? This man needs some fucking ashwagandha. He needs some fucking I don't even know. He needs some brain boosting products. Son of a bitch, man. He needs some alpha GPC, some ginkgo biloba extract, some choline GBC. He needs some shit, dude.
What our friends and mother and father and family say.
This is a parody channel, right? Absolutely fucking not, brother. He's taking reverse cerebralizing. Oh my god.
Is right. But the longer you live, the wiser you should get, and the understanding happens more. You know, I just look back at myself, you know, as I was going through life. First I was dealing with, and I didn't realize this till a year or two ago, I was dealing with a lot of childhood trauma. You know, a lot of things happen in my life, which you got.
Okay, I legitimately think he's coming at this angle to do the guilt trip, to make us feel bad for him. I have no sympathy. Keep in mind, guys, as we go through this, whatever he has to say, he scammed hundreds and hundreds of people out of thousands and thousands of dollars. He did a rug pull with a crypto coin, the muscle coin, the Cali muscle coin. You know, like, he's not a good person. He is a despicable fucking human being who has a 0 IQ. He's speaking double-spaced 28 font. Oh my god. That eye surgery fried his brain? I think so, man. Dude's gone. I don't honestly know, like, where his head is at. You could never catch me saying some dumb shit like this. And I will say all sorts of prophetical things, but I'm never going to speak like this.
You guys could go to get my book, Ex-Con to Icon. And
of course, dude. Go get my book. Of course. He's just talking about his childhood trauma. He's like, yeah, go get my fucking book. You gotta be kidding me. This can't be real.
And you will be, you know, indulged in my life. It's a heck of a story that, you know, nothing's made up or no lies. None of that is authentic. And it's me being transparent in my book about my life. And, you know, I'm pushing on 50 in a month and a half. And I pray that you that's watching live long enough to see what's really going on and not be, how can I say, swayed by the devil or evilness or just anger and, childhood trauma.
There's this concept, right? And it's that if you don't know enough vocabulary to explain the things you're thinking or feeling, it limits your capacity to explain how you think or feel. And it's not a matter of you don't have internal awareness, it's a matter that you don't have the ability to communicate. And I think that is the exact problem with this individual. He has a limited ability to communicate to people and explain what he's thinking because he has limited vocabulary. As a 50-year-old man, that's pretty fucking sad. That's pretty fucking sad. I wish I didn't live long enough to watch this. Fucking shit, man. It's pretty sad. Yeah. He has a limited ability to communicate to his audience, and I just wonder what his family is like because he has kids, mind you. He has a wife, mind you. What does his communication with them sound like? It's kind of concerning.
That you can't
If
let
if his
go.
kids are learning from him and he can't even facilitate the conversation about his own emotions, I'm a concerned guy.
A society telling you this person is bad, this is what you should like, this is what you shouldn't. Once you get out of that, your life gonna be better. I'll never forget, I was in San Quentin with my best friend, man, Ive Lowe. Shout out to Ive, I know he probably watching. But what he said changed my life. I was just at everybody because they was not as strong as me, as disciplined as me. They didn't work out, they wasn't tough. And I said, Kali, God gave you a gift these other dudes don't have. Right then, a light bulb popped on. I'm like, you know what, I'm right. All the people that encouraged me are dead. They didn't get a chance to live, through their health problems. And, most of them was young. They didn't think they had health problems. Few got killed by violent gun crimes or whatever. But I'll never forget, as a kid, I was always fly, dressed nice.
Okay, I'm sorry this happened to Callie. I truly mean that. I don't think this shit should happen to anybody. But also, you're the one that got yourself in the jammer, brother. Like, you put yourself there. And we're trying to talk about, the video is titled Why My Career Is Over. And you're trying to say that, you have all this trauma and everything like that. I don't know. Yeah, God gave you a gift and then you robbed someone and went to prison, which is, yeah, fucking accurate. My parents were immigrants, born in Lebanon, so their English vocabulary is limited. You can learn your education environment as well. He's saying not to let other people influence you, but he surrounds himself with people that do exactly this. Yeah, it's a big problem, man. He's like surrounding himself with the grifters, and so obviously his protocol now is becoming to grift.
And they would always tell me, if you got any problems, you call us. You don't do nothing. But I was just a born, just being honest, man. I was a born killer. I just had something in me, just didn't take no mess, And, you guys can read my book. My brother, rest in peace, had committed suicide. I stabbed him as a kid and, just, I used to get off on violence. I was packing a gun at 12 years old and waiting for the neighborhood jack boy to try to rob me because I was going to kill him. I used to have thoughts of killing everybody in the house, because I was getting abused. So this video is for, man, whatever you went through in the past, dump it like it's some trash, bro. Move on. Let's go. Let's get it. It's time. Even me, like, I don't dwell
Second sales pitch in 3 minutes. Yep. I bet he's going to hit us with the coaching
on this stuff or harbor on it, but it is a part of my story. I look at my kids now and be like, I just want them to live the opposite of how I had to live. I don't want them to have to worry about money, even though money was, my family was upper middle class. But my mother, thank God, she did withhold money from me, even though I took negative turns. But I got from that, you got to hustle. Like it been several times recently where I was like almost flat broke, but I just stay on the grind. You know what I mean? Now I got kids and a wife to depend.
I actually think he has filters on his eyes right now. Because if you watch closely at his eyes, they flicker. You might not be able to perceive this. Maybe go watch it on his video, but they're flickering. When he closes and opens his eyes, or when he rubs his eyes, it flickers his eyes. I don't know if it's like an iPhone thing.
And on me. And so if it wasn't for them, bro, I'd go off grid. I wouldn't care about. I didn't had the cars, and once you have all this stuff, you could be like, I don't need it no more. More money, more problems. That's the truth.
He has face filters.
So more things
that true?
you have, more responsibility. It's all just a scam, bro. I just learned the less stuff you have, the better and happier you are. Just think of
Good lesson. Don't think about the bad shit that happened to you. Just DM me repressed and start making 9 figures. Matter motherfucking fact.
if you have less stuff, but you have abundance of stuff that matters.
My gosh, this is so important, guys. Double-minded rationalization of crime and then being a positive role model. Reinforcing that with now you're a positive role model. This is what all these guys do. No, you're a criminal, right? And I know everyone makes mistakes, but to make a mistake such as getting yourself in prison and then saying that that was the thing that enlightened you to now hustle and scam people, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So yeah, I just, I was just reflecting as I worked out, and I know I'd probably be rambling here and there, but I just never forget my friends and the people I grew up around was like, you special, and I want to tell all of you that everybody is God. We got a gift. We're a piece of God. It says it on all the books of God. You guys got to realize that. I call up and I'm in contact with over 100 new people a day that I never talked to. And so the sign up.
Now that I'm looking at this, you guys, I can definitely see the face filters, which is really incredible. Really, really incredible.
For my program. And a lot of depression going on, man. And I just want to say, if you depressed, I mean, you're in a bad relationship, you're in an area you shouldn't be in, you're not staying.
He could have said this in 30 seconds, absolutely. My gift is to sell hyphy mud, bro. Yeah.
And active enough.
That tub behind him, that 5-gallon pail right there in that corner, that's some hyphy mud. He just takes a handful every time he works out, slaps that shit in his face.
Because if you working out and doing stuff all day, helping people, you ain't, bro, I never even knew what that word was. My brother, like I say, he committed suicide, so
Did Callie actually grow up in the middle class? Yeah, growing up in middle class, but carrying a gun as a 12-year-old to use against the other jack boy doesn't make sense. So he actually grew up in the middle class? Is that what happened? That's despicable. Wow.
He evidently knew what depression was, but God didn't wire me like that. I'm that type lion that's just go till he can't go no more. That's me, man. And, that's how you guys got to be, man. You got to, especially if you got kids, man. Now, if you don't have kids, bro, like, you really don't know your purpose, to be honest. I see even some of my friends and social media guys, and like they just wild like a kid. You know what I mean? They wild like a teenager, like I was as a teenager. You don't have no set purpose. You just doing everything. If you don't have kids, you just doing everything for selfish reasons. And I understand that's how I was until I had my kids. 40-something years old, you could see, how it was on the internet. All I cared about was big muscles and big money. And it's still money.
I just missed that. He said it was upper middle class. This is where he lived. That's crazy. He just said he was from upper middle class. He's talking about how he had a struggle. That's wild, bro. That's wild. The entitlement that comes from these people's self-positive reinforcement is dangerous. Dangerous. They convince themselves that they have lived a life so good. Dude, I'm no saint, man. I'm telling you, I'm probably morally, my moral compass spins around like a fucking horrible situation, man. Horrible situation. It's like I got evil on my left shoulder, evil on my right shoulder, and even more evil on the top of my head. But just in the back somewhere, way back there, there's like this little angel, and he crawls out every now and then, and then these fucking evil ones just punch him to death. You know, I'm not a good person, right? I've done horrible things to other people, to myself, all over the place, right? But I do have at least an awareness of what other people deserve and the respect that they can deserve and what life means to other people, right? And I think that's what drives me forward in a good direction. But to say things and then to immediately counteract them and then to justify things is crazy, man. I will never tell someone something I did was good because it made me grow. That's just such a flawed way of reality. He's from Oakland. There's an east side, and then there's the rest of Oakland, which is livable.
And muscle, but it's to help others.
What kind of man talks about another man's face filter? Son of a bitch, you got me. You fucking got, damn it, dude. I'm sorry. Obviously, he has blemishes that are too far beyond repair. I should have realized that.
That's what my purpose is. And once I turned 40 and once I had my kids, I understood. And I've always helped people. Youth pastor, captain of football, wrestling, track. In college, I was Alpha Phi Alpha. That's what the brand is on my arm, the A. Then went to prison, was a Muslim for several years. Then I ran Kumi 415, and now I'm here to you guys. So God had this all planned. And all I do is tell my story, how it happened. I don't add to it. I don't take from it. And so if that
What? What? You don't add to it or take from it? What? I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that the whole premise of everything that he's done is trying to take from his personality, his story, leveraging it to make some more money. I'm not wrong. What?
offend somebody, then go F yourself. It's just my story. It's how God had it planned. And that's how my saying came about. If you mad at me, you mad at God. Because it's just what life is, man. You know, people want to defame or try to put down the story.
I think people too often try to shield themselves with God. It is so annoying. Any person that's religious and says, I was a bad person, and if you're mad at me, you're mad at God, is disgusting. That is not religion. That is a fucking misshapen excuse to justify your terrible actions in the realm of other people's lives. You've hurt other people several times over again. You can easily cherry pick I coached these people, I helped these people, I was a Muslim. Since when does becoming a Muslim make you righteous? What? Why is that? He puts that so front and center in every video. Why is that important to you? It's just crazy, man. Like the lunacy. The lunacy. God made me do it. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's fucking right, man. It's exactly the personality this man has. Those concentration camp guards really grew from their experiences. Reality. If there's a God and God gave us free will, then it's all on us. Yeah, I'd say that's fair, man. Like he created us in his image, but if That doesn't mean, like we're void of any responsibility of bad actions, right? I think that's the whole point of religion. It's to have morals, it's to have an ethical compass. I think it's a good thing for men who don't have that moral compass ingrained in them. But to justify it as your spear, like this is my spear and I'm going to throw it, but it's right because it's got God's name on it. Even though you just scribble it on there with the Sharpie marker, like it doesn't fucking count.
It is what it is, and I understand, I know the Bible verbatim, know the Quran, hadiths, read every book there is of spirituality, religion.
Have you? Really, Callie? Have you? I kind of doubt he made it all the way through the Quran. I kind of doubt he did. You guys know how long the Quran is? How many actual translations of the Quran there is? I doubt you made it through the book of Christianity, brother. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think that's reality, brother. I think you're saying that to impose your beliefs on people, but I don't fucking believe that for a second. Did he even read Cat in the Hat? Oh my God, dude. This guy is just such a compulsive fucking liar. Callie still has zero personal accountability, but buys his book for $19.99. Spirituality. Dude. No shot. He's like, I read all the religious books. Brother, look at the Quran. Have I ever competed in bodybuilding? Yes, several times. I think like 8 times or something. There's no way he even finished one religion book. There's no way he finished any Bible. No fucking shot, dude.
Egyptianology, Book of the Dead, I read it all, man. And I'm just at the point, like I say, about to be 50. And I want you guys to know I'm here for you. Be it you need to get healthy, you need to get wealthy, you need to get in shape, you want to add some muscle, I'm the OG that's going to help you, man.
It is. The Quran is actually shorter than the Bible. You're right. It is. But I personally think, so I went to Catholic school for 4 years when I was going through group homes because I got adopted and shit, right? It was hectic. I hated it so much. But one of the things you had to do in Catholic school was read the Bible and then take tests on the Bible. It was part of your curriculum. I've also read the Quran. I converted to Islam a long time ago, or you know how they say it. I'm not necessarily following it anymore. I just believe in the principles a lot of the time. That's what I said in the last video, on the last live. My name is Saifullah in my like second name, right? Shout out to my homies who helped me with that. But like, I read the Quran as well. I didn't finish the Quran. It is more complicated in interpretation than it is the Bible. I think, I guess, right? Chuck Basher. That's all I got to say, brothers. Chuck Basher.
All BS aside, and all the videos that's out and all that, those, and they don't even see it. You know what I mean? They think they doing people a service by talking down on other people, but it just shows that they're demonic. You know what I mean? Only time I ever talked about another human is if they attacked me and tried.
I've never. He threatened R-wording John Bravo. This man is on his high horse today.
Tried to harm my business. And, I had to do some quality control, damage control, as they say. So, yeah. So it's time, man. We're going in 2025. Things are serious for a lot of us. Be it we've been eating all this bad food all our lives and we need to do a cleanse. I was sleeping last night and it just woke me up. I'm like, I got to tell the people to cleanse themselves of the parasites and all the evilness that's inside of them. Because I remember I did the water fast and, I thought I was clean as a whistle. I had been doing watermelon fast. I did apple fast, pineapple, cucumber. But when I did that water fast, parasites came out, and I was like, what the heck? And I just kept going as long.
What is he talking about? Parasites coming out from doing a water fast. What are you talking about? Did he just see fucking worms coming out of his derriere? But Kolton, he was going to fill Johnny Bravo with the Holy Spirit. It was the devil. The devil came out of him. The devil came out. That's what it was. Right. I forgot. That's what we're talking about.
21-day water fast. I want to do a 40-day water fast because you'll see all them little demons.
All right, real talk. All the craziest motherfuckers we've seen on this channel and others do water fasts. Connie Murphy, y'all remember what happened to him? Water fasts. What's with it? Something's hurting these people in the brain. Whenever they do water fasts, there is something wrong.
Inside of you, and that's what's got you all, discombobulated. We, putting poisons in our body, and we didn't know. We was all ignorant, and the truth is coming out now. So I just want to say all of you guys are special, bro. You are of God. You're a piece of God. And you got to realize this. And I'm here to help you. And everywhere I can, I'll be doing daily.
Most Muslims read the Quran during Ramadan. But yes, reading the translation, interpretation from accredited scholars could take a long time. Yeah, it takes a long time. I don't think it takes it doesn't take as long as like Bible study in Christianity, but it takes a long time to interpret. And I don't think, what I mean to say by this is I don't think that Callie has the mind muscle to actually critically think and interpret something like that, right? Because it takes a lot of work. You have to put work into it.
Videos, which I have been, and Snapchat, you all got to follow me over there. I'm posting all day, every day over there. My TikTok is more, I've been doing an experiment with affiliate marketing and selling products. So that's an experiment, year-long.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it, Rye. Thank you so much, Rye Bread. That means the world to me. I appreciate you. You're a sweetheart. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas, a beautiful New Year's. You got lots of wealth, health coming your way. I appreciate you.
Experiment I've been doing, but things will change soon with that. And I'm on all over every other social media platform, even Microsoft Start. If you guys haven't heard of that, it's a new thing. So I'm just here to help everybody, man. I'm not trying to get caught up in nothing else but helping, man. That's all I want to do is help you guys, because that's my obligation that God told me almost 2 years ago when I was in my bakery. And at 4 in the morning,
you can really see the face filter flicker on this thing, man. You can really see the face filter it's flickering like crazy.
And God came and just, let me know he's real, which was the second time in my life. As a kid as well, God spoke to me and he told me to help the people. So that's what I've been on ever since. And he told me, ignore the treachery that's going to come with it. He already knew that, he told me the devil was going to come with me changing my lifestyle. And so I understand it. I get it, man. So blessings to everybody. God bless. And just know I'm here to help you.
I think he thought that video was going to go so much differently. Like the impact was going to be so much more radically different. And it just turned out to fucking be a flop, man. No one's eating this up. Like the comments are crazy. I lost all respect when you went into McDonald's and mistreated the employee who you were just trying to earn, who was just trying to earn an honest living. Not to mention the shady raffles and Bitcoin videos. You can fool some of the people sometime, but you can't fool all the people. Then this guy, liars are like water. They take the shape of whatever form, they take the shape and form of whatever environment they are around. Bro, you ain't no David Goggins. Bubba Army in the house, shout out. His career started downhill when he ran on. Oh man, his career started to go downhill when he ran off hyphy mud. Oh my god. Man, please, do you read the comments? You have lost the locker room. When you feel like you need to constantly be addressing the situation, I think it is, meaning his career is going down. Damn. Remember all the people that you made fun of who didn't have as much money or cars as you, who were dealing with mental health issues? Karma is crazy. Never forget one's address. Callie's size demonstrates drugs can definitely compensate for shitty training. He literally shrank. What exactly? Yeah, I mean, he shrank to a. I think most people train wrong, and they absolutely they just use drugs to compensate poor training, and this is why people think that like there is such this wide. Oh my god, when you take drugs, when you take steroids, your margin of error in training goes like this, right? It expands so much. You become, so let's say you're natural. What you can do wrong in order to facilitate results, there's like a 10% margin of error. As long as you're within that 10%, you're going to make progress. When you start taking steroids, you have like a 70% margin of error, where if you make any kind of fucking errors, as long as you're applying some form of resistance training, as long as you're applying some kind of diet, you're going to make progress. And that's where like a lot of these guys lie. And that's why there's so much of this differentiation of opinions in training. The matter of fact is that huge amounts of mechanical tension provide hypertrophy. A little bit of drugs, a little bit of this Azul helps you a lot. And then food, i.e. protein, critical. Those are the three things we need to be worried about. Most people don't track their lifts. Most people don't train hard enough. They don't train intensely enough. They don't push enough weight with good and accurate form to do anything. Merry Christmas, Mr. Basajo.